After-school programs help students and families and communities in so many different ways. Most important, after-school programs keep kids safe in dangerous hours after school. They're helping working families who can be more productive at their jobs because they know their kids are safe and they inspire learning.
It helps, it takes you out of a place where you could get in danger, be harmed, and you could just have fun and be yourself.
After-school programs not only keep children safe, but they also provide them with enriching learning, real-world learning opportunities. And the research does tell us that not only does it reduce problem behavior, but it also increases school attendance and test scores as well.
We know today in America there are unbelievable after-school programs in every single state and on military bases abroad that are literally changing the lives of children and families, creating opportunities that didn't exist, and really giving kids the skills they're going to need to succeed.
I learned a lot of new stuff, especially this year because I got hired as a youth staff leader.
After 2 years of participation in a good quality after-school program, kids were getting significant gains on math achievement, but they also were showing other school-related outcomes such as task persistence and improved work habits and study habits.
When youth don't have access to high-quality after-school programs, it just means that there are opportunities for other things that are not so healthy and good for kids to happen. By providing young people with a great place to be and fun activities and things that will contribute to their education and their development, you are providing that kind of a venue so that kids aren't involved in those other activities. So it also gives parents peace of mind to know that their kids are in a safe place learning, doing worthwhile activities with qualified adults as their supervisors. And it adds to the incredible self-esteem of young people as they develop skills or get excited about a particular athletic activity or an arts program or golf or sailing. It builds their self-confidence and it translates into healthier, stronger young adults. I saw it recently in a program the Providence Afterschool Alliance has with sailing, and I went on the boat during a mayor's regatta with these young kids who had never sailed before they entered this program, and they were so proud, as they should be, of their skill. They learned about all kinds of the wind directions and the speed of the boat, so they didn't even realize maybe that it was also contributing to their academic achievement.
The most compelling reason for children to participate in after-school programs is to be able to experiment and learn in new ways.
But today, the after-school revolution is in danger of stalling, just when our families and communities need them most. The federal government hasn't been able to live up to its commitment. It funds after-school at $1.1 billion a year instead of the $2.5 billion it promised. This is at a time when after-school is needed more than ever. The economic downturn, coupled with fast-rising energy costs, is making matters worse. Some parents can no longer afford to send their children to after-school or have no way to transport them to their current program. As budgets are cut and belts tightened, many programs are having to cut back their services and turn families away. Millions of children are home alone each afternoon.
On any given day, more than 14 million children are unsupervised after school. And the demand for after-school programs is exorbitant, and we just don't have the programs to meet the need.
Whenever the economy is struggling, parents have tough choices. In their own personal finances, I don't think parents should ever have to choose between after-school programs and other necessities for their children. Our children deserve quality after-school programs regardless of the economic conditions.
I know from my work as a juvenile court judge that critical period of time between 3 and 6, that our incidents of juvenile crime skyrocket, that we know that children are unsupervised, that we have higher incidents of teenage pregnancy, we have children being recruited into gangs, and we have them being recruited by drug dealers and all kinds of things that are not positive.
They end up being in trouble, arrested, in fights. All these bad things could happen to them. They can end up using drugs, selling drugs. So after-school programs gives them a new door, a new opening.
If you think about who's coming up behind us, the youth of today, they need to be looked after and cared for and fought for. And right now there's 14 million school children that leave school around 2:30, 3 o'clock and have nothing to do between 3 and 6, and it's a little dangerous.
It's a lot of distractions that happen in just hanging out and not having anything to do. And, you know, I personally have spoke with kids, you know, that in their own words, they said they want some productive things to do.
After-school funding is one of the most important investments we can make. Either we're going to invest in the front end, or we're going to invest more in prisons and backstopping this. What would you rather do? Front-end it and do what we need to do, or backstop after people's lives have absolutely come apart? This is a critical investment, and in my opinion, one of the very best investments that we can possibly make, because it's not just this generation. We're investing in their children's children in ways that will pay dividends long after we're gone.
Our children need to be as prepared as possible to really take on the challenges of the next generation.
I appreciate that elected officials have tough choices, but there should be no ifs, ands, or buts about investing in the future by investing in our children. Our children need after-school programs. They need it not only for after school every afternoon, but it's the country's future security that's at stake.
To invest in the after-school program is really investing in the future. It's taking opportunity to say, hey, what I do have, I want to give back to the future. I want to be able to help improve this country, improve the lives of children.
There is a long road still ahead, but the commitment to after school for all is stronger than ever. The Afterschool Alliance is leading the way. As one educator in Leonardtown, Maryland said, "We still have a long way to go, but as long as we have the Afterschool Alliance, I have a great deal of hope."